think you've talked a little bit about those early years of when you were kind of learning to make all this, all this work and happen. And I know, you've been open. The website says, there's a chunk of stuff that's not even on there, right?
Sure, yeah.
Is that as you were learning and growing and figuring out who you were as a preacher?
I think I lacked some grace that I wish I would have had. I was 28 at the time, and 28-year-olds are 28-year-olds. And so I lacked some grace, I lacked some understanding, so I said some things that I wish I wouldn't have said. And I poked at things I wish I wouldn't have poked at. And so it was and then when you're 28 and you're preaching to a room of 500 people, you're not thinking, hey, one day people all over the world are going to listen to this. And surely I should have known at least the Lord was listening to it, but I just had a bit more vinegar in me back then. And I wasn't very gracious, and I wasn't gracious towards things I didn't even understand. And so as I grew older and as we kept getting emails about these things that I said 6 years ago, a couple times I was like, I didn't say that. They were sending me a link to my own sermon. I was like, oh my gosh, I said that. I'm so sorry. I was wrong. Please forgive me. And so I finally went, okay, pull them. And I'm sure post 2006, I've said some similar things, but I think I started to grow in grace and grow in understanding as a pastor and as a leader then, where I wasn't tearing down my brothers and I wasn't attacking things that I didn't understand or straw men. I wasn't building straw men and burning them down, so that people might applaud our stance of truth, or, those were the kind of things. And then I just had a bit of an edge to me that I didn't think was helpful. Yeah. I didn't think it was loving. And so I want to stand for the truth always, never want to be afraid to speak it. But I think there's a way to handle truth that's helpful, and then there's a way to handle it that's not helpful.